Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our Thursday night game of With Power Comes. It's our Mutants and Masterminds game that we do every Thursday night. Before I hand this off to Marcus and we jump into tonight's episode, I would like to give my typical 3 little shout-outs. Shout-out number 1 is to Roll20. Roll20 allows us to share the map that you see in the middle of the screen there, artwork, battle situations, you name it, you can play it in there. Also pick out miniatures. Check out roll20.com to figure that out. And it allows you to play with players from all over the world at any point in time. The next one I'm going to give a shout out to is Hero Forge. Hero Forge allows you to create custom miniatures with anything from sci-fi to fantasy. Gear, weaponry, if you want to mix it together, mix it together. You can also do animal companions as well as mounts. That's HeroForge.com. If you're a subscriber to Hero Forge, you can create a custom digital mini that you can use in your digital games. And last but not least, we have GUICube. If you haven't had a chance to check out GUICube.com, you don't know what you're missing. Go to their website. They've got all sorts of things they've been releasing over the last several years. It was a company that's created to do a fantasy world, sort of 5th edition style, but it's their own world altogether, and has been expanded upon by the community over the last 3 to 4 years. So if you haven't had a chance to check out GUICube.com, I suggest you go do so now. Well, not now, at least until we're done here. Thank you, Captain Shenanigans. So let's see. One more thing before I hand it off. If you're watching us on Twitch, we have 3 things to take into consideration. First is Extra Life. Allows you to give to the Children's Miracle Network at any point in time throughout the year that you can and would like to. We also have a website that Marcus has been working on. It's got a shop in it that he is real proud of. Allows you to buy any kind of paraphernalia from shirts to mugs to towels to rugs, with a symbol like the one at the bottom right hand corner or the one behind Marcus's head. You can also get Army Corps shirts. We also have a Star Wars shirt to go with our friends over at the Dragons Table called FSU Crew, which you just recently released. It's pretty good. I don't know if you've gotten one, but you don't have it with you right now.
No, it's in the laundry.
Okay, and last but not least, if you're watching us on Twitch, we have down there by the chat bar is what looks like a little bubble. We call it a chaos bubble. The more you watch us and communicate on chat, from my understanding, that's how the algorithm works. You get more points. Those points can be spent on Friday night's Consequences of Chaos game to add chaos to our game. Any 5th edition D&D game at this point in time, you can spend points on to cause different things to happen, such as disadvantage, advantage, magic items, GUI items, and GUI rewards. We have not got anything yet for any of our other games, but once we do, you'll be the first to know. Let's see, I think that's it as far as that's concerned. I will also point out that I believe we are not only streaming on Twitch this evening, we're also streaming on Kick. So go check that out. And if you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like and share and subscribe and all that fun stuff. So, unless there's any other announcements, without further ado, I will hand it off to Marcus to jump us into tonight's game of With Power Comes.
Hello, everybody. My name is Marcus Scott. Before I kick this off, I will let y'all know if you can't catch us on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, you can watch us live from our website. With that said and done, my name is Marcus Scott. I will be running this group of misfits through a homebrew version of Mutants and Masterminds. Now, this is the first time you of us have actually played this game. This is my first time ever DM'd in this game. So if the rules are a little bit off from what you're used to, we play the rule cool. If it sounds cool, we'll probably go ahead and do it. Rules are just there for guidance. With that said and done, please sit back, grab some popcorn, and enjoy the show. We'll go ahead and kick off introductions to our cast, starting with Robert.
Hi, I'm Robert, and normally I play Army, our team's leader, financier, however you want to describe him. But he is working on rebuilding their base and ensuring that those responsible feel some consequence for this. So I will be bringing in a new character, Hawk Sinclair, to help the team while Army is indisposed.
Alrighty. And below Robert, we have Scott.
Hi, I'm Scott. I am playing Kyle, a 60-year-old who has just had his first taste of real death because his sister didn't stay dead, though she deserved to be. And so he's trying to deal with people he thought were his friends and they have passed away and being betrayed by that witch of a sister. Literally a witch.
More of a necromancer, but yeah. All right. And we'll kick it over to Gerald.
Hi, I'm Gerald. I play Bobby Burke, sometimes known as Stalwart, the Necro Sisters' boyfriend, ex-boyfriend. It's complicated. It
Broke
depends
up with
on
her?
whether it depends on whether or not she's mind controlled or actually her body's just been possessed by some kind of demon. Uh, I ain't dating no demon. So, hopefully that works out. I guess. But Bobby is trying to do the best he can to protect as many people as he can, and yeah, this has been a rough evening.
Alrighty. And last but not least, we have Dan.
I am playing this evening Connor McBain, aka Shadow Wolf, former military spec op who was experimented on, thought to be too powerful, and then now thought to be dead. Of course, that's before he signed up to help babysit some teenagers and some animals. So he's just trying to figure out what the hell's going on around here, what he's supposed to do, and he is not in a very good mood right now. So we'll see how that works out tonight.
Why is everyone so bitter?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, let's recap and let the audience know what happened. Who would like to earn a hero point?
I did it last time, so not me.
Okay.
I guess I can. Last session, we had just finished up reeling from our betrayal by the loss of Kitty, that appears to be at the hands of Ricochet and Kyle's sister. What's her name?
Tracy.
Witch.
That's right. So from that, we did catch the sound of gunfire and combat going on outside. Got a gander at what looked to be two gangs fighting each other. Well, a gang of women and some ninjas. So to blow off a little bit of steam and to do the only thing Connor can think of to deal with what was going on at the time, decided to jump in the middle of them and become something new. To strike fear in the eyes and the hearts of all those around him. Backed up by Bobby, or I'm sorry, Stalwart, jumped in to help assist, take out a few of them. Once we were done, one got away, but not too far away since they jumped into a vehicle with an invisible Kyle, or the dude, as well as Army, and then convinced them to drive them to a cafe, in which point informed us they were going there. We met their gang leader. What was the gang leader's name? I have tip of my tongue, but I can't remember. I want to say Martha, but I don't think that's right.
Barbie.
Is it Barbie?
I think.
I will check because I'm sure we have shared.
Barbie,
that.
yes.
It's not a Barbie world, but okay. The Ash Cats, that's the name of the group. One of the characters that we ran into in the bar when we got there was a gentleman by the name of Negawatt, and yes, it was meeting Barbie. There we go. There was another super there, wasn't there? Or was it Negawatt the only one?
Negawatt was the only one. The other super, y'all kind of took out.
Yeah. All right. So with that, we made kind of an alliance with the Ash Cats because they're trying to fight the Black Rose Syndicate just like we are. We're finding out that the Black Rose Syndicate's a little bit larger than just a local thing. It has something to do with the big group that we've been chasing. Whatever the hell
Obsidian
that is.
Obsidian Brotherhood.
There you go. Oh, give me a second to get to the page. Yes, the Obsidian Brotherhood. Dominator. Nope, that's something different. I've got notes from 2 different games on one page. That's not going to work too well. Anyway, we finished with that. Got back to our home to find it in flames, and half of our staff either unconscious and dying or already dead. Some of them got into the doctor's facility and was actually saved by him. Let's see. Also, would you do like psychometry, or what was the power you used to actually see what happened?
Psychometry. Yeah, psychometry.
Okay. Hey, I was right. Oh no. Use psychometry to realize that the butler was the one we had to deal with, not the bear. The bear is now the butler's prisoner. Actually forced the bear to kill or knock unconscious the rat. I want to say slice him up and kill him, but I can't recall if we said that
He didn't die.
That he
The
didn't
rest
die.
of it dead.
He was maimed.
But it was the butler who was behind all this. And we also found out through other channels that Ricochet's family is missing, and the current husband is deceased. I think that's pretty much where we left off, with Connor trying to give some sort of console to Kyle, who came across a dog that just happened to walk up, look at him kind of funny, and walk towards him, in remembrance of Trigger, who is no longer with us either because Trigger's stuck to the side of his master, which, dogs are supposed to do, right, Dragon? And I think that's it. I see you've already given me the token, so.
Alrighty. Would you two like to pick off from your conversation from last week?
Well, I mean, as far as the conversation is concerned, I just pat him on the shoulder, and I really couldn't do too much more. I think it's a matter of decompressing right now.
Okay.
I do go find Army and Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
First things first, I asked Vanessa. So, I know I asked for this back in the beginning, but is there any news on that? The trainer that I asked for to come in here and help train these kids.
Yes. Yeah, he was only supposed to take a couple of days to get here, wasn't he?
There was a reason why I needed him to be here. I mean, we're dealing with untrained teenagers.
Well, you had the training simulator.
It's just a simulator. That's not the same thing. It's a giant fucking video game for these kids. It doesn't give them proper training. Where's Army at?
I don't know.
I
Last time I
will
saw him, I was going to go
text him.
check on something.
Yeah, I click on the comms or whatever and try to see if I can locate him, or at least his AI system that's in the building.
Yeah, a hologram of him will appear. Yes, Connor.
All right. So apparently, Dice has shit the bed on getting us any kind of training for these guys. So I need you to do me a couple favors.
Yes.
First things first. You got a very advanced holographic system here, and that holographic system can be physical, correct?
Yes.
All right. I need the training center. I need some sort of nullification in there that will dampen powers, and maybe create me a holographic trainer that will train these kids for combat, and also any of the fucking security staff.
Well, it's going to take at least a week, but I recently acquired a mercenary operation.
Okay.
Who? Out of game, something like Black Bolt.
Do you want a name for him?
Yeah, you can come up with a name for them. I'm sure one of them will be able to help train, and they will be the new security for the facility.
Fine. We'll get them here, get some training for these kids. And he turns to Vanessa. You can tell the director to kiss my ass. And he walks away. Walks away, but keeps his comm open and is talking to.
It will take approximately 1 week before the facility, the training facility, is open again.
Already.
He seems to have heard that, but has not responded directly for Vanessa to hear. But he does, in a quieter voice, I need you to create a background in the FBI system. And I need a badge that will pass any kind of inspection.
Okay.
Let me know when you have that ready.
Give me a few hours.
Alright.
And I will go and check on Stalwart and find out where he's at.
Bobby, where you at?
Stalwart is doing what he can to take care of. I know the facility is self-repairing, but there's outlying stuff. He's making sure all the fires are out in the fields, and looking around to make sure that there's no one left out that's injured or dead that hasn't been brought in.
Okay.
Then I will go and assist.
Go ahead.
I will go and assist him.
Okay. For the most part, takes y'all probably a couple hours to scour the outlining areas. You haven't came across any new bodies or personnel that's injured. You do see that there's some unique ash in some locations.
Unique as in what?
It doesn't look like ash from, like, say, a burning tree or burning wood of any sorts.
If you say unusual, I will pick some of it up and put it in a container to carry off to the doc. Have him look it over.
Okay. All right. Doc will take it from you and take him about an hour, and he'll go rummaging through it. Is Kyle still out in the field with the dog, or has he came back to the complex yet?
Kyle will come back to the complex, but he doesn't know. He's sitting in the kitchen, if there is a kitchen to sit in.
There's partial kitchen. You see a little bit of it. There's some blood on the floor, and of course, the dishes and cabinets are all broken from where the bear attacked the rat. Jay will go in there. If you want to grab Dave Oreos, sit down and have some cookies. I assume for the rest of the night, y'all are just trying to get settled in and think about what's occurred.
Yeah, for me anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything anybody wants to do before we move on to coming morning?
One more thing, because you said how long? About an hour or so?
Yeah.
To get the file and the badge?
Oh,
The badge won't take long.
One more request, Army.
Yes.
Can you access any of the police files on David's missing family?
That should not be a problem. Army will try. Let me pull up Army's character sheet. Where is Army? Here he is. Oh, this is loading really slow. So, okay. Everything is locked right this second. Marcus, could you just roll a d20 for me?
Sure.
Oh, wait. Hold on. It seemed to have cleared.
Okay.
Nope, it hasn't. So, the army sheet takes a while to load. So, could you roll a d20 for me?
19.
Okay. Plus 17 on top of that. So, that's his technology to break through any police wall.
Okay. Yeah, they live in a small town just outside of San Antonio, Texas, so the security for the local PD isn't all that great. So you're able to get the report. About that time, Doc hands you his report on the ash. Which one do you want to go through first?
I will look at the ash first.
The ash seems to have had some kind of organic material and bone fragments in it.
I know you're thorough. Did you do a DNA test on it?
It was too degraded to actually get any DNA on who or what it was, because it's just small bone fragments and ash. But it doesn't seem like it was a...
That's not rolling right.
Yeah. Basically, it seems that some kind of electrical burn is what caused this creature or thing to go up in ash. I'm getting a little bit more info than possibly get from that in real life, but yeah. As for
It's checking the bodies. Are we missing any individuals?
there are probably about 4 or 5 people that you are unable to account for.
And how many different piles of ash did I find?
You just found the one.
So just one pile of ash, but I'm missing 4 or 5 other people.
Yeah. You don't know if they went with the bear or what.
All right.
The police report. It's still being investigated. It appears to have been what the cops are calling a burglary, B&E gone wrong. Witness statements talk about a blacked out van with 4 armed individuals going into the house. Shots were heard, and there was wow, I forgot how many kids he had. Yeah. 2 young children were taken to the van along with a woman that was dragged out, and from what the witness said, she appeared to be severely beaten and bruised.
All right. So I will walk off. Before I do anything else, I will make sure that Kyle, Stalwart are inside the facility, and whatever guards we still have left are up and watching them. Do we have any? We don't have. We don't. Our systems are all fucking down.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
All right. Tell you what. You do have some sort of monitoring system, right? You can still at least monitor the surrounding area somewhat.
Yes. Now I can now. Yes.
If anything breaches the perimeter, have your system send a communicate to my AI on my bike and let me know. I will be back in a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Resting the officer who's investigating is who?
That would be Detective Chuck Walker.
All right. I got a few. I'm gonna stop by the docks, grab a few things, and then I'll head out.
Okay. Now, how fast can your bike go?
Don't need the bike. Got a new device.
Oh, okay.
I can. It'll take me 2 move actions, but I can go 2,000 miles.
All right. Yeah, that's roughly about that, I guess.
I mean, it's just shy of 4,000 to go from like Georgia to California, and we're heading from Montana down to Texas. I'm thinking probably a couple 2,000 or more. I can do the math, but it's only 2 move actions to go that far.
Yeah.
And
I'm not going to worry too much about it.
Yeah, it takes a standard action to activate. So.
Okay.
No, it takes a move action to activate, and then 2 move actions to go that far.
Okay.
I don't know why I clicked on that.
All right.
So first stop, I know where David lived. I'm gonna show up there.
Okay. You show up to his house, and as you're going through, there's a strange odor coming from there. As you're walking through, you notice that the odor's coming from the kitchen area, and it's been quite a few weeks. It seems that anyone's ever have been there, and you just got food rotting. So that's the odor that you're smelling. Uh, Dust has started to cover pretty much everything in there. You know, spider webs starting to develop. This place seems to have been abandoned for quite some time. About a month, maybe 2.
Yeah. According to the police report, how long has that been?
From the attacks?
I'm saying you said feels like it's been abandoned for a couple months.
Yeah, you're talking about.
When the abduction happened.
Oh, that happened probably about a week ago.
But the place smells like it's been abandoned, or seems like it's been abandoned for a couple months.
You said you were going to Ricochet's place.
Not Ricochet's. His family.
His wife's.
Okay. That's where I was confused.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You said Ricochet, so it's like, okay, so Ricochet's whole place. No, the family place, as you walk in, I assume you duck on police tape and all that.
Yeah.
You notice in the living room, there's furniture tossed over. The walls seem to be riddled with bullet holes. You see a large blood-stained rug in the dining room where the dining table's kind of leaned over on its side. As you go up the stairs, you notice that there is a blood smear that seems to be going along the wall. And you notice the bathroom door has been kicked off its hinges. Other than that, the other rooms seem to be somewhat in order, except for where the police went in to go through to find any kind of evidence or any kind of clues on who would have attacked them and stuff like that.
Okay. Can we roll any kind of investigation, see if I can find something that they may have missed?
Sure can.
Let's see, that didn't roll very well.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. I'll spend that point I got today just to re-roll that. Maybe I can get a better deal.
All right.
I mean, come on now, it can't be that bad. There we go.
Okay.
I also want to use anything I find to rule out who might have been involved.
Okay. In the struggle, the French doors between the dining room and the kitchen, you notice stuck in the hinge is a black fiber. As you pull it out, you notice it seems to be more of the fabric you're used to from like your Kevlar and other special operations uniforms and equipment that you
Yeah.
had.
Tactical gear. I gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. I will communicate with. Well, I don't know if my AI system can do too much. I don't know what's all can that AI system do that I put on my bike. Yeah, it's more of a Robert was helping me out. No, it counts as an Army AI, so I guess it's what it is altogether. Can he access any cameras in the area?
Give me was it technology roll?
Sure.
Oh, what, his bike?
Yeah.
Yeah, the AI from
Okay,
the
hold
bike.
on. I have. Oh no, it's in the other character sheet. But I have the basics of what his equipment, the personality he puts in the equipment is. Yeah, all of his gammas have pretty much the same abilities. Technology is 15.
15?
Yeah, and they have 15 with expertise, computer security, and encryption as well.
Okay.
So I'll roll a d20 and we add 15 to it?
Yep.
Okay, 21.
Okay. Going through inside the neighborhood itself, there's really no cameras. There's a few ring cameras here and there that you're able to tap into, but you're not able to access any of the old video from
That date?
yeah.
What about traffic cams that might be in the area?
There are traffic cams out, probably outside the neighborhood. You are able to come across, and you do find a image of this black van. One of those cargo vans that have basically the only windows the windshield and driver and passenger side doors.
Panel van.
Yeah. That seems to be peeling out of the neighborhood approximately about 2:14 in the morning.
Okay, we have a direction it's heading, and are there any of the cams in that direction that can track it?
It is heading northeast out of the neighborhood. As you're trying to track it along the ways, you lose it inside a parking lot, parking garage. Um, and then throughout, I'd say 30-minute interval as you're watching it, you see about 6 different cars come pulling out of there.
Just cars?
Yeah, cars going.
Yeah, nothing big
Oh.
enough to hold a family in. And a
Uh,
bunch of.
Not that you can tell. I mean, there are a couple of sedans, a pickup truck. Um,
We need any license plate number on any of those vehicles?
uh,
Actually, you know
There
what?
are-
The parking garage will have some sort of record of the vehicle. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
yeah. So you'll need to actually go and get that access, because that's not touch the cameras.
Yeah, I'll have to go physically do that. So I'll make my way towards that parking garage
All right.
at a leisurely pace. I'm not gonna go real fast.
Okay.
Now,
As you approach the parking lot, you notice that within probably 2-3 block area, there is several different nightclubs. Well, not necessarily nightclubs, but local bars, and then a hospital across the street. It's 3 stories up, 4 stories down. As you're walking through on the bottom floor there, you do find this van.
all right.
And as you go digging through it, give me another investigation.
Come on now, big money. There we go.
Okay. This turns out to be the van. You find some blood pool, not
Gotcha.
spool. In the back, you find a small little teddy bear that was left behind. And a coffee receipt in the glove box. From see, do they have a local coffee shop?
Just either one of those clubs around where I'm at, Elysium.
Say what?
Are any of the clubs near me named Elysium?
No.
Okay.
But you found a receipt from the Crack Mug Coffee House in the glove box.
All right. Yeah, this is looking more and more like somebody took them and is using them. All right. I will make a visit to the police station.
All right.
I will ask if the detective's on duty.
Not this late at night. He just usually won't get in until about 8:39. Is that something I can help you with, sir?
Yeah, I'm here about a case of a missing woman and children. Just recently happened.
Oh, yeah. That's the biggest thing that's happened in town in quite some time. May I ask who you are? And
Sure, and I pop open my badge. Give me just a second. Really? Okay. The badge says Leon Walker on it.
Leon Walker. Are you and Chuck related?
No, unfortunately, I don't think we're related, but, I haven't met the gentleman, and I am new to Austin. They sent me down here because, I've done some business in the South before, so if he's around, or is there any way, you got his phone number or something? Because this case is really important.
All right. Wow. Scott family must have been somebody important if we got the feds down here.
Well,
And
it matches, our behavioral analysis unit said it matches some other cases that may have come up in the past. So we're just trying to see if it has some connection to those, said cases. It's not a whole lot I can share, being that it's an open investigation and all that.
So we have a serial killer in town?
I can't say yes or no to that, but, we're coming in here to do our due diligence. So if you could get me that phone number, I would most appreciate it.
Sure thing. Pulls up personnel files, writes down his cell number, and hands it over to you.
Thank you kindly. And I will leave, and I'll have the AI in the bike call the number.
All right. You hearing the phone ring? Hello?
Yes, this is Agent Walker. I'm looking for, and what was the gentleman's name again?
This is Chuck Walker.
Yeah, I thought I put it down, but I didn't. I did on a different page. Yeah, I'm here to question about the case you're dealing with, the two missing children, the woman, and the dead gentleman. He's ex-military.
Yeah, I'll be in the office.
Yeah, it's kind of important. I need to talk to you right now.
All right.
So is there a place I can meet you, unless you want me to come by your residence, and I don't think you want me to do that.
Well, you can
You know
try,
what?
but I ain't
I hear
there.
there's a coffee place. One of my friends that's done some business down here said something about hanging out the Cracked Mug Coffee House. You been there by there?
That's where I get my coffee in the morning. They normally close down by 3.
About 3 in the morning? Or in the
No,
afternoon?
in the afternoon.
Well, that's a shame. There's some place we can meet. And you know what? Tell you what, I'll meet you in the morning then if you want a coffee. We can discuss it then.
All right. Because right now I'm over at Pete's place.
What's Pete's place?
Good place to get a burger and a shot.
Well, you give me the address, sir, and I will. You know what? I got a phone. I'll look it up. I'll meet you there.
All
And I
right.
turn around and I look at the bike and I go, "Can you give me the directions to Pete's place?"
Well, it happens to be back where you were. General area.
Sure.
Seems like everything's on that damn road. Old Bandera Road. The coffee place is on Old Bandera Road. There's the 3 bars all on Bandera Road. But yeah. You get to Pete's place. It's probably going on 11-ish, 12 o'clock at night.
And right now I am wearing a full black suit with a tie. My outfit has adjusted to look that way.
Okay. As you walk in, you see a few younger kids over in the corner shooting pool. You see a gray-haired guy smoking a cigar, sitting at the bar with a burger and about a 2.5 ounce whiskey glass or a shot of whiskey, and then the bartender.
Yep, I will walk up to the bar. I have a seat and ask the bartender, another drink for my friend here.
All right. Do you want anything?
I heard you had some good burgers, so I'll try one of those. But I'll take some tea for a drink.
All right. Burger and one sweet tea coming up. And she does another shot, slides it over down the check. He looks at it, looks at you. Says, oh, thank you, mister.
You're welcome, Detective Walker, I believe.
Yeah. Are you the guy I talked to on the phone?
Yes, Agent Walker. Sorry, I don't think we are related in any way, but
Where you family from?
Georgia originally.
Georgia. Oh, you're that side of the Walker family. So we're here now from Alabama.
Well, I'm not going to talk about parentage and lineage here. Here to discuss the case about the military man who was murdered and his family abducted.
Oh, the Scott case. Yeah, what about it?
Is there anything you can tell me on it that's not in your files?
Well, seems like burglary gone wrong.
Seems
There
like a
was-
burglary gone wrong. You
Yeah,
normally have
according
four
to
men
witness.
in black outfits jump out of a van and break into a house, kill the rather trained ex-military gentleman and kidnap his family and not take anything out of the house?
I don't know what they had in the house. No one's there to tell us what was stolen. As for military, I didn't know he was military until we got autopsy back on who he was. But according to witnesses, what else would you wear when you break in that house at night? But yeah, they had semi-automatic weapons.
Well, I just one question, Detective. Do you normally have abductions involved in failed, rape B&Es? I mean, is that typical here? That doesn't raise any red flags for you?
Well, most B&Es we have are the local schoolboys breaking into the liquor store. This is a small town. We ain't normally got crimes like this.
I understand it's a small town, but I'm still baffled by the idea that a simple B&E would involve kidnapping 2 children and a woman. I can understand if the entire family was killed due to a botched B&E, but not abduction.
Well, I don't know how many cases you've done with these, but we're only a small town of about a few thousand people.
Hence why I was
Mostly farmlands.
Like I said.
And any normal robbery attempts down here, usually we ain't gotta go far to catch the perp, if you know what I mean. You just gotta normally pick them up off the front yard.
So what you're telling me is you have nothing that is not already in your files on this case.
Not at all. Why, you got a lead that we might be able to follow up on? Or are you feds come down here and take over the case?
Do I need to take over the case, or do you have it well in hand?
We
Because
do
you
what we
obviously
can.
have got it listed as a B&E, and the kidnapping is just for what? Shits and grins? Are you expecting the wife, the ex-wife, or the widowed wife and her children just to show up somewhere else? I mean,
They
obviously
probably
can't
did
get
already.
Are you searching for any dead bodies in known drop zones?
We've had our dogs out there looking. Haven't came across nothing yet.
What about this black paneled van? Have you searched and found it yet?
That we have not.
So let me go ahead and write down here next to the detective, incompetent police officer. Alright, well, thank you for your time, good sir. I will leave you to your food and your beverage, and I will walk out the door.
Alright.
And as soon as I hop on the bike and get around a corner, I will return home. And I will do a perimeter sweep to make sure everything's safe, clear, and I will stay up the rest of the night in whatever the highest point in the compound is and keep an eye out.
No, okay, so you're not going to sleep at all?
No.
Alright. While that was going on, what were the rest of y'all doing? Just y'all calling a night, or?
Well, Army is starting his rebuilding, so
Yeah.
and his other activities.
Okay.
And Kyle is definitely sleeping somewhere, somehow. Kyle's like dead to the world type sleep.
Okay.
Is Kyle,
There are some ranch houses.
is Kyle in his room?
I don't know
There
if I have a
is
room
no
left.
Kyle's room.
Yeah, you have the main complex hasn't been destroyed that badly. It's
Okay.
normally the outer area.
Then yes, Kyle's in his room, door's locked.
Yeah,
Puppy all curled up with you.
that doesn't matter. I still check on you. And also check.
Bobby is in as central a location as there is available on the first floor.
Okay.
As equal distance from all entry points in the house as possible.
Are you awake?
I am sleeping, but not soundly.
All right.
Okay.
So let's check something then. Well, as soon as my mouse starts working again.
If you zoom in a little bit to the building, you'll see like there's a courtyard.
Yeah.
That's exposed. That would probably be the best place where you can see the front entrance, the hallways leading to the bunk rooms and stuff like that.
Okay, that's probably where I'll be.
Did that roll right? Or I rolled a 1. Okay, joy.
All right.
So that's a 16 on my stealth to try to quietly walk through the compound, locate everybody, including Vanessa and Army. I'm sure Army's going to be the one I can't find.
Yeah, Army is not around.
Okay. So yeah, so yeah, you'll hear me walking into the courtyard.
You'll find Vanessa kind of lounging out in the TV room with a bottle of wine and kind of going through her phone of pictures of her and why can I never remember Kate's
Amelia?
real name?
Amelia?
Amelia, yes.
So she's awake.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll probably come across Bobby first.
As soon as I hear someone coming in,
Mm-hmm.
I just stand up and start walking in that direction.
Oh. Johnny, see Bobby stand up and start heading your way.
You need to get you some rest. I got it.
I'm fine.
How's Kyle?
Locked in his room. I don't know.
He's sleeping soundly, but I'm just asking how his mental state is. If you've talked to him since all this went down.
He ain't really talking, so that's not good.
All right. I'll be up. I'll keep watch. You get you some rest, but I understand. And I'll throw him a drink, a bottle of water or something that I picked up on the way through the kitchen.
Good. All right. you go back to your chair and conk out?
Yeah.
Alright.
And then I'll go find Vanessa, I suppose.
Okay. You find her lounging out on the couch. The TV's sitting there with the little notification that, hey, you basically, when you don't change the channel for a long time, you'll get that notification say we're about to shut off unless you want to continue watching.
Yeah.
That's sitting up there.
Yeah, I'll grab a blanket, turn off the TV as I walk towards her, drape it across her legs so her to get some rest, and then I will go back to my perch.
Alrighty. As the night falls and slumber takes most of you, the dawn breaks with sounds of helicopters coming in.
All right. As soon as I hear helicopters coming in, I will send out an alarm. I mean, I don't see them yet, but I will look the direction I'm hearing come from. But I will at least get some sort of notice to those who are inside the building.
I will have it come out as soon as I can figure out where the damn helicopter tokens.
Our army will be scanning them, but
Okay. Yeah.
well, the base is scanning them.
Yeah. And it's coming back as DISA helicopters.
I'll let that broadcast then.
Okay. The hell do they want?
As they land, you see a several soldiers hopping out. You see a grizzly looking gentleman and what appears to be a v-neck vest of sorts. Grayish black beard. He's got a scar over his right eye. Carrying a rucksack. And behind him, you see a youngish fellow. About how old is he there, Robert?
Oh, you see, young fellow, you can see the token on the screen. He's been, he is dressed in regular clothing, but it's very apparent that he has some metal constructs across his body. That there are metal pieces bending all across his fingers and up into his neck.
Okay. Well, I will approach.
And there is a basset hound with him.
Joy, another dog.
As you climb out of the helicopter, Robert, you see basically a Connor. I don't know how he's looking nowadays.
Right now, Connor's still wearing that black. His outfit still looks like that black suit with a black tie. Is wearing a pair of sunglasses, and his hair is kind of slicked back. His hair is. It's not red as in like orange red like a ginger's hair is. It's more of an auburn colored hair.
Okay.
So. What can I do for you?
Hello? He extends his hand to you. I'm Hawk Sinclair. You know my cousin Vanessa. I was assigned to come here by
Yes.
Director Artemis.
Yes, Overwatch told me you were coming. Head inside, find you a place to bunk up. And he turns his attention back to the guy with the scar. And you are?
Yes.
I mean, I figured you would have introduced yourself before the child did. Go ahead.
Well, you went up to the child.
No, I walked up to you. The kid just spoke up first.
Oh. He extends his hand. Ah. I'm retired Major Colonel, or not Major General Brackus. I was told y'all need some training down here.
So they sent you.
Well, I've been here sooner, but I had to take care of some things over in Guatemala.
All right, what about this party you brought with you?
Well, heard about the attack. Figure y'all might be able to use some more security personnel.
Fine. How many choppers we had come in?
3.
Would you have your pilots move their helicopters over there, and I'll point towards the hangar bay that apparently you've got them sitting in now. Because I figured if they're coming in like that, they're just landing where the fuck they want to. Since our system is not really up enough to tell them where to go.
Yeah, they're
What?
they're still landing together in formation, but yeah, they're off in the field, and then pilots will bring it over here.
Have you ever... You know what? It doesn't really matter at this point in time. Grab your shit, find a place inside. I'll be in there in a minute. We'll get everybody together.
Alright.
There's no coffee because somebody broke the coffee maker, so you just have to fucking deal with it.
Do you need... excuse me, Mr. Connor, sir. Do you need help with any of the damage that was done?
I believe our system's handling the damage as we speak.
Ah.
What are you offering?
I have certain abilities that help mitigate damage.
Okay, well, there's nobody taking any damage right now, so...
No, I mean structural.
Follow me, and I will lead him to a terminal. And... I will type into the terminal to get either you or your Gamma's attention.
Okay. It would be one of the Gammas at this point.
This is Army, or at least a facsimile of him. You have anything to offer as far as structurally, talk to him. He will point you in the direction necessary. But I will say, I do prefer you be present here in about an hour. I'm going to try to get everybody together and have a group meeting, since apparently you're now here with us.
And probably since you've been watching him just a little bit, you notice that he never seems to touch the ground when he walks.
Joy. All right.
What about the dog? Does the dog touch the ground?
Yes, he touches the ground. And he is a basset hound, so he is sniffing everything.
One more question before we get too far in. Your dog friendly with other animals?
Yeah.
All right. Because we have livestock and we also have a stray. So I'll make sure that he's friendly with other animals.
I can make sure that... I will make sure he understands the limits of what he can chase.
Joy. So, with that, I will show the grizzled old dog where he can bunk up at.
Okay.
And then I will take him down to the training center.
Okay. He drops his gear, opens up the bag, grabs out a big old thick binder that you probably have seen in the military from basically SOPs and training packets. for these folks to read. And he follows you to the training center.
You ever
Right.
train soups?
Train soups.
Supers, super,
Oh.
super powered people, whatever fucking terminology you want to use.
Not really. I've trained soldiers who were experimented on and became supers, but not already supers. Why? Who am I training here, anyways? Thought you were. I'm looking at you. Look prior military. What's the rest of your crew look like?
Fine. In about an hour, we'll have a meet. You can meet the rest of the group, and we'll go over whatever schedule we can come up with for this. As you can tell, we've dealt with a loss, so just get yourself settled in. This is the training facility. Once it's up and running, you can pretty much run any simulations you want in here. Also,
Alright.
I'm going to have the complex's system put in a inhibitor so that when you're training, you are training non-powered individuals.
All
I
right.
need them to learn how to fight without their abilities. That way, when they can incorporate their abilities, it'll be more beneficial.
All right. Sounds good.
What's left of the kitchen in an hour? Now he'll walk away.
All right. Where's the? Yeah, I'll just follow the smell. What? Ah, you still snoozing?
Nope.
All right.
Kyle is looking for Connor's bike.
Okay.
He's not talking to anybody. He's looking for the bike.
All right. Do you feel lucky about finding it, or do you want to roll?
If it's being hidden, it will be well, let me see. First thing I'll do is I'll try to find it normally and then go from there. What you need?
Either investigation or perception.
I don't know how
Alright.
concealment 2 works, so you can pass that on. I think it's just that it's invisible to sight. Why is that listed twice? Whatever. Yeah, it's invisible, but if he's got a good perception, I'm sure he'll find it.
All right. Is there like a stealth check you can do on it, or?
I have no idea. Like I said, it's just. Let's see.
Well, I know it can become invisible, so I'm doing the blind man method. So I find a
Okay.
stick until I hit it.
What's the factor you said was on that? Just about a number.
Concealment 2 is what he said it was on
Yeah,
there.
it's concealment from sight.
Gerald, do you?
Kyle will probably find Hawk there because that's an area Army really wouldn't care, but it needs to be rebuilt. Hawk is probably in the garage,
Oh, in the garage.
rebuilding the walls.
I was just wondering, Gerald, you know?
It just means you can't see it. Now, if you're swinging a stick around and you hit something that is invisible, you know something's there. You just don't know what it is.
Okay. All right.
Or if he has any, like, detect technology or enhanced smell or something like that.
I do have the that's true. I do have the goggles so that I can see through concealment because
Oh,
of the
okay.
smoke things before.
All right, so I will remember that I need to work on my security system for my bike.
So you come across the bike. What would you like to do?
Whoever's in here, I holler out, tell them I'm going home. You know, like a
Okay.
petulant little kid. I get on the
Hmm.
bike. It's still invisible. I become invisible and I take off. And yes, I'll use luck to get past the AI because I know I can't do
Okay.
it normally. And so I head back home.
Okay.
Okay. Um,
So,
I
Does it-
will.
go ahead.
I will call to. Well, it seems Connor is in charge, so Hawk will contact Connor and say, a teenager came in, got on a bike, and said he's going home.
Nope. I stepped on air unless you
Oh,
can
he
still
stepped
do
on
this.
air. He stepped on air and
Then disappeared. But said
said
that
he's going
before he
home.
disappeared.
But if the bike makes any sound,
Yeah.
visual concealment doesn't cover the
Yeah,
sound.
I mean, I could hear it. It sounded like a motorcycle.
God damn it.
Powered by a nuclear reactor.
I gotta
Fine.
get one of these for myself instead of having to steal his every time.
Uh,
All right, fine. Thanks for letting me know.
well, Kyle, with his bike and rate it travels, doesn't take you long to get back home.
And I'm leaning against his front door.
Okay. As you stealthily pull up, you see Connor at your front door.
Okay.
Got my arms crossed, just leaning there.
Well, I'm invisible, so I'm not sure if he sees me or anything. So I walk around to the back and go in.
You don't have any way to see through
Yeah,
concealment.
but he would have heard the
I heard
motor.
the
Oh, he heard the
pull
bike.
up.
Yeah, he
And,
heard the bike. No
Right
issue.
now, the AI is like, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here.
Okay.
So I know that Kyle's home, and but at least I'm here to take my bike back if I need to.
So you walk into the back, into the, you walk to the laundry room and in the kitchen. You see your mom and there.
As soon as I see my mom, I run to her. The invisibility drops off of me because as soon as I get into a certain range, I have no powers. And I run to her arms and I'm bawling like a little kid.
Oh, honey, what's the matter?
People died.
What do you mean people died?
People died.
Was there an accident at your school?
Yes.
Oh no. Here, have a seat. Let me get you something to eat. So, what exactly happened?
I can't tell you. They told me not to say anything. I just need my mom.
What do you mean they told you not to tell anybody?
You can ask Connor. He's outside.
Huh. Who's Connor? As she goes walking towards the door, she flings it open. Is Connor still standing there, or he
Connor
takes
is-
a bite to go?
Connor is leaning against his now uninvisible bike that looks like a Harley at the moment.
You see an angrily 5'4" woman. Hey, are you Connor?
Yes, ma'am, we've met before.
Oh, I don't remember. But what's this I hear about an accident at my son's school? People died and he's not allowed to tell nobody?
Well, if you would permit me to come in, ma'am.
Get your ass in here and tell me what the hell's going on before I call the cops and the news media. And who's your boss? I want to talk to your manager.
Now, as I walk towards her, what is the range on her abilities?
20 feet.
So when I get within 20 feet of her, my body ripples as the black suit and tie that I'm currently wearing changes to tactical gear.
She goes, what the hell's going on here?
Like I said, maybe we should go inside and have a conversation.
Now, just stay right there. Kyle! Come here, what's going on?
Don't think you want to have this conversation out here, ma'am.
Wait a minute, let me find it. I come up to my mom and go, Mom, if you things happen if you talk about the stuff outside. Please come back inside.
But he doesn't look like... All right.
Damn.
He doesn't.
I got a
what?
Hoo-hoo! My whole two. She's like, I got a gun. I got my eye on you.
That's all right,
And
ma'am.
she
I'll leave
pulls
mine
out
in her
her
holster.
cell phone and kind of holding it. And she walks backwards into her house and sits on the couch. So what the hell is this?
Kyle, would you
How'd
like...
your outfit change?
Because he's a superhero.
Yes, ma'am. My suit can change its appearance, but for some odd reason, when I get within 20 feet of you, my abilities shut off, just like Kyle's does.
What? Kyle doesn't have any abilities.
I'll nod towards Kyle.
Huh?
Care to elaborate?
I don't have any abilities when I'm here.
When you're here.
What do you mean when you're here?
Mom, I guess I need to come out to you. I'm a superhero.
What I tell you about watching all those cartoons and anime stuff?
Mom, it's the
Superheroes are-
truth.
All right. Well,
Before we go any further, Herb just stops organic abilities, correct?
I believe so. Yes.
Yes. So all my abilities are fucked.
Tell you what. Where's your husband at right now?
Did we determine what Cal said?
He's at work.
He's a police officer.
Yeah, he's a police officer.
As long as
Oh,
I-
okay. I thought that was Bobby's.
No, my dad's a firefighter.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the reason why they're friends and we became friends and all that.
Yeah. Yeah. He's at work.
As long as his name ain't Detective Walker, we're fine.
No.
So, how would you and your husband like to come to the school?
What do you mean school?
It is a school.
What's with the quotation marks?
Ma'am, it is a school, but it is not a standard brick and mortar type school.
It's for superheroes, Mom.
He has the same curriculum. Well, actually, it's more advanced curriculum than what he had at the basic schooling, but it's also a place to train him to use his abilities so that he's not making mistakes.
Okay. Is that why I haven't seen a grade report from you?
Well, you've seen grade reports. We send them on a 6-month basis.
Well, we haven't gone 6 months.
Yeah. Hasn't been so-
Well, I'm sure we've got Army sending out like progress reports and stuff
Yeah.
to keep up the farce.
Okay. Wait, doesn't Bobby work at your school?
Uh-huh. He's a superhero too.
How's he a superhero?
From what I understand, he got experimented on by a rat.
A rat?
I mean, the doctor made him who made a rat. That was a butler. Come here. Let me show you something, Mom.
All right.
We go out to the back porch. I walk 20 feet away from her and go, watch this. And become invisible. And visible, invisible, visible, invisible.
What? How are you doing that?
Like I said, it might be better if you just come with us.
Okay.
If you want, you can pack an overnight bag.
But they got all those dead bodies back. I don't want to go back.
There's a unit taking care of
Dead
that.
bodies?
It'll be done before we get back. Yes.
Yeah, all these people got killed because of Tracy.
Tracy, what are you talking about?
For some reason, Tracy came back from the dead. I tried to make sure she didn't come back, but she did.
Connor is
What?
steadily gonna have a fucking aneurysm if he keeps this shit up. But he's doing his best to stay calm.
Tracy's alive?
I think that's debatable.
Yeah.
I think she's undead.
That's an interesting terminology.
What?
Ma'am, like I said,
I was just at her grave.
might be best if you come with us.
There's no body in the damn grave.
What was the name of the
When we dug her up, there was no body.
the family? What was the name of the family? The last name we said?
Oh, geez.
Was it Rogers or Ryan?
Wait. The family name for the people that had powers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Some people take notes at games, and none of them are me.
It makes two of us.
That makes three of us.
I have some. But
Even as a DM, I don't take notes. I'm like, hopefully they
Frankly, I
remember this
forgot
shit.
to take my I had forgotten to open my notes.
I just know that guy named Jerry Jones hit Bobby's car.
Ryan Chandler died in 1827,
Chandler. Got
and
it.
he was the founder of this lineage that Kyle and his sister are descendants of.
So our great something great granddaddy got powers and passed it down the line. That's the reason why you have nullification powers, Mom.
Because the mother is from that lineage as well. Because you're adopted, aren't you?
Who, me? No.
Is Kyle
Yeah,
adopted?
I thought you guys were adopted.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're adopted. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't take notes either, okay?
Yes. You were adopted. You and Tracy were adopted. But your mother is also from this lineage.
Yes.
So, ma'am, Kyle and Tracy, are they your biological children?
I've raised them since they were babies.
Understood.
What kind of question?
Was it a family member's child, like a sister or a brother?
It was my brother's kids.
Your brother's name Mateo?
Yeah?
You need to come with us.
How'd you know about Mateo?
I served with him.
You served with him?
Yes.
So tell me what happened. The military won't tell me anything.
Come with us. and I will fill you in on everything.
How are we all gonna fit on your bike?
Pack yourself a bag. Text
Well,
your
I need
husband. Give him this
call
address.
my husband. Let
and
him
then
know.
I will meet you in the backyard, and I will walk out, and I will grab the bike and push it around to the backyard.
All right. She'll run up, grab a bag, come down, calling hubby, letting him know what's going on.
Might get Bobby's parents in on this too.
I thought Bobby's parents was captured.
No.
I don't think his parents are fine.
Well, if that's
Yeah.
the case, we can go get Bobby's mom.
They're under the impression that the world is all rainbows and sunshine, and
Okay, we won't do it then.
no, I mean, yeah, if that's what y'all want to do, you can.
I get my phone out. Come on, Bobby, answer your phone.
Hello?
I know I'm actually calling you.
Yeah.
just told
Why
my
didn't you just
mom.
text me?
I
You
just told
you
my
did
mom.
What?
I just told my mom
Why?
because I'm tired of living a lie. I can't ever tell her anything. You want me to go pick up your mom? Bring her with us?
No.
No.
Why would you do that?
Well, my mom's a superhero too.
Mine's not.
Okay.
We could introduce her to Dr. Baxter.
No.
Army, what are you doing on this phone call?
He's on every phone call.
Oh, that's
He
right.
monitors all of it.
Army phones.
Okay, I won't do it then. I just needed to see my mom, and then Connor just happened to show up. He wanted his bike back, I guess.
Damn it. Stop stealing his motorcycle.
But it goes fast.
That's probably why you should stop, because you're going to kill yourself on it.
No, I've learned how to drive it. I mean, you steal it enough times, you learn how to drive it.
The last time you killed a bunch of chickens.
They were good eating. Shut up.
They shouldn't be fried in the yard.
You didn't complain.
So did your mom happen to walk by as you said? You learned how to ride it when you keep stealing it.
Probably. The way my luck is when I'm around my mom, that's exactly when she shows up.
Yeah.
Right now, she is on the phone with your father, or I guess your adopted father.
Yeah. So I get off the phone. I go, okay, we won't go after your mom. Click. And then
Whose mom?
I was asking Bobby if they wanted me to go after his mom, but he doesn't. He says that she doesn't need to know this stuff, and he's mad that I told you
Okay,
What do you mean she doesn't need to know this stuff?
that he's a superhero.
Kyle.
So,
Robert,
not
Yeah.
his choice. Oh, I'm going to call her right now.
No, Mom. No. And I take the phone away from her and close it.
teleportation doesn't seem to show me an increase to how much I can carry depending on how many ranks I have in it.
Oh, okay. It doesn't increase with rank. It increases with purchase.
Increased mass extra.
Yeah, it's an extra.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Increase mass. It's, if I remember correctly, flat. Yeah, it's flat. And each rank increases the mass rank you can carry. So at mass rank 3,
I
you
got
can
it.
carry up to 400 pounds next point.
Yeah, I got 4. It allows me to carry up to 800 pounds extra.
Yeah.
And apparently it didn't change how much I've spent on it, so that's excellent. Yep, that would. If I went up to 5, it would, but not to 4. All right.
All right.
Well, you take my mom. I'll take the bike back.
No, we can all go together.
No, I'll take the bike back.
We could go together. I'm sure your mother doesn't want you riding off on this bike.
I got
You
my
don't even
license.
have your driver's license.
I do too, Mom.
When did you get that?
Off when I was off with them.
So I will take a device out of my pocket and I'll hook it to the front of the motorcycle. It's just a hex box about that big.
Okay.
You and your son hop on the motorcycle.
All right.
Grab a hold of the handlebars with one hand and hit the device with the other, and it'll teleport us back to the compound. We will actually show up right in front of the farmhouse.
Oh, okay. She doesn't know what she's looking at, so I guess I'll reach over and push the button.
No, yeah, Connor pushed the button as soon as we
Oh,
left.
okay. You push the button.
And as soon as we arrive, I will disconnect it and put it back in my pocket.
Okay. As y'all arrive back to the farmhouse, this is where we will step away for our little intermission. That'll give Bobby time to wash those tire marks off his back as he was thrown underneath the bus.
I just kept running over him and running over him. All right, so
It
ladies and
wasn't
gentlemen,
chickens.
we'll be back in about. All right, we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so don't go too far. And we are back from our little break. Hope y'all didn't wander off too far. We have got guests at the compound. We left off with us appearing in front of the farmhouse with a bunch of military personnel all around.
Yeah, that won't freak out the mom.
Oh, I mean,
Alright.
if the teleporting from her backyard to here didn't freak her out, I'm sure the armed military men ain't gonna freak her out.
She's freaked out for the mere fact that her son can disappear and her dead daughter is apparently alive. And
What is
no
your
one knows what happened to her brother.
what? Yeah.
Mm-mm.
What's your mom's name?
Mom.
We'll go with Marissa. How's that? Unless you have a better name for her, Scott, since she's your mom.
No, that's good.
Or aunt, actually.
Nope, she's mom.
As you all reappear, Marissa kind of jumps off the bike, steps back a bit. What just happened? Where the hell are we?
I'd like to
And-
welcome you to our school.
This does not look like a school. What's up with all these armed guards? If you have all these armed guards, how did people end up dying?
These armed gentlemen showed up about an hour ago. Oh, which reminds me, we have a meeting we need to get to.
What meeting?
Okay.
I called a meeting to get us all together. You have, I think you've already met one of our newest recruits,
Nope.
a young man in the garage when you stole my bike.
I didn't steal your bike.
Wait, you stole his bike?
No, of course not. His computer let me borrow it.
Kyle?
What?
Ma'am,
Am I going to have to ground you?
ma'am, if you
Sure.
care to follow me, and he'll start making his way towards the building.
She'll kind of wrap her arm around Kyle as she holds him walking into this strange building.
If you meet a doctor,
Yeah?
run.
Why?
He made the rat.
What rat?
The butler rat.
Butler rat?
Yeah.
Oh no, what's going to happen to Rat again if he gets by her?
Have you been watching too much of that Ratatouille show or whatever?
Ma'am,
How is a little ass rat?
Ma'am, all will be
was-
explained if you just follow me.
Okay.
Army, do we have any of our surveillance system back up online?
Oh yes.
As he's talking to open air, like he's talking to just the air around her.
Who's
Yes.
army?
Army is
He's
our
the armadillo.
Army is our financial benefactor, as well as one of the key members of our team.
Yes, all surveillance equipment is functional.
Wait. You say armadillo?
Mm-hmm. He talks in your head.
Don't sweat the small stuff, ma'am. Just follow me, and you start. And I continue to walk towards the building.
And she put her arm around me, and I'm like leaning into her. And Bobby's in there.
So yeah, I guess we'll become walking into the commons area, the where we do our meetings and briefings with Kyle and his mom following me.
Okay.
Are we all here?
Hawk will be there with Beauregard.
Hi, Mrs. Smith.
She kind of gives you a glare. You're supposed to watch out for him. What the hell?
He's fine.
He's fine. Apparently Tracy's fine too.
Kyle.
Ma'am, excuse me, are you all right? You seem very agitated and your heart rate is elevated.
Is he going to know that when he's that close to her?
Is that hawk or armadillo?
This isn't organic, this is magical.
Okay.
Who is saying that to her?
A hawk.
Oh, hawk. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on. I was told this was a school, that's why I allowed my son to come up here. He's 16 years old, and apparently people are dying.
Connor will escort her to a nice, comfy chair, probably be close to Vanessa, and bring her a cup of coffee, and then make his way back towards the front of the room.
Might I suggest a soothing chamomile tea instead of coffee?
She looks at him.
Dude,
And
leave
how
my
old
mom
are you?
alone.
You barely look like you're old enough to shave.
Oh, I'm 21.
He's new.
Yes. I was just brought in.
What the hell is going on?
Just bear with me. So, I'm sure you all are wondering why I have decided to call this meeting.
Nope.
I know, Kyle, it's fine. First and foremost, we have a new member. Hawk, if you care to introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Hawk Sinclair. I am Vanessa Sinclair's cousin. I was asked to join y'all by Director Artemis.
Yeah, Director Artemis
I'm here to help.
is our boss, Mom.
Boss? I thought you were in school. What do you mean, boss?
He's like the
This-
principal.
And where is he? I'd like to talk to him.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. And if I'm not mistaken, you probably already had a conversation with him, or at least some of his men. No, you know what? You would not remember that. Never mind.
As you say that, Vanessa will stand up in front of her and pull out her phone. But, ma'am, since you are going to be here for a little bit, let me go ahead and get you a pass so you can walk freely amongst. As if anyone wants to do a perception.
Yeah, I'm going to, because I just said put a communication in the lock on the place.
Mm-hmm.
17.
You notice it's not the camera app she has up on her phone. As she pushes the little button.
Did
Everything will be just fine, ma'am. Just sit back and we'll get you your pass. And you see her demeanor kind of relax a bit.
I'm
Don't
just going to
flashy
say...
thing, Kyle's mom.
What?
He does that a lot.
She
Did
just
you flashy
the-
thing my mom?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
that thing that you just used on your phone. The what's
Oh,
that
it was
movie?
just-
What's that movie it's from, Bobby?
Men in Black.
Men in Black. You Men in Black, my mom.
I was just getting her a picture to get her pass together.
Did you notice
You
that Connor was wearing a
liar.
black suit earlier?
No
Liar,
idea what you're
liar,
talking
pants
about.
on fire.
Anyway, here's the point. We need to get you guys working better as a team. And I will introduce the grizzly old dog, whatever his damn name is. I don't remember. Retired Major
General Gruff.
McGruff.
This is the team you need me to train?
Nope,
Yes, this is the team I need you to train.
nope.
Wait, hold on. Train for what?
Thought I was dealing with soldiers. These are kids.
Hey, I'm 16. I'm an adult.
Did you or did you not train military personnel?
Yes.
And how old are military personnel when they're brought into training?
18.
Thank you. Everybody in this room, minus one, is over the age of 18. Kyle,
got a-
you have
I
the
got-
powers of a god without the discipline to use it.
I got driver's license that says I'm 18. Does that count?
Not in front of your mom, you don't.
Well, just get Vanessa to do the Men in Black thing again.
Oh, Kyle, you're so funny.
See? Oh my god.
Like,
I got a motorcycle's license now too. Look.
well, congratulations, honey.
That's the reason why he lets me borrow his bike all the time.
Well, that's such a nice man.
Yes, Connor's real nice.
Shoot me now. We'll look back at the guy who's supposed to be here to train him. Do you have an issue with training these young people?
Take longer than I expected, especially with this young buck.
I asked for the best. Are you not the best?
Nope.
I am.
Then I expect
He's gonna yell,
results.
isn't
I'm sure there'll be some yelling.
It's not yelling, it's motivation.
that sounds like yelling to me.
Now drop and give me 20.
No.
Pass. Point of order? What the fuck is this?
What the fuck is what?
This shit. Why have we got Major General McGruff, the army dog, here to train us? I'm not a soldier, and I'm not going to be one.
No, but he can train you to survive, to hold your own, because not everybody is going. You can't rely on your super abilities all on their own.
Do you know what I've been doing in that training room at
Yes,
all?
I know. It's recorded. Records
Find
are
me
kept.
5 people on this fucking planet that are more adept at hand-to-hand combat than I am right now, today. Depower me and I will prove them wrong. I will prove myself to be better than any of them.
The point is, this gentleman was supposed to have been here weeks ago to help you guys transition into this unit, or at least to give you some sort of survivability.
Survive what?
Anything.
Nothing he even knows about is going to bother us. The shit we're dealing with is so far beyond anything he's ever seen.
You know what? You're probably right. But I've got to try something.
Damn, Bobby.
Try trusting us.
I'll try trusting you. I just got back from my bike being taken halfway across the country.
Well, don't trust Kyle.
That's part of the us.
Kyle, stop stealing his shit. It's rude and unnecessary. If you wanted to go see your mom, we could have taken you to see your mom.
I'm sure he was just pranking him.
Sure,
I'm
pranking
fine,
him.
Mrs. Smith. Kyle,
Okay, I won't steal it no more. Damn. Arnie, can you make me a bike like his?
Army's not here.
Our army is busy. This is Gamma 12. What do you need?
Gamma 12. There's specs on his bike somewhere. Can you make me one like his?
If Mr. McBain would release them to me, yes.
Well,
I hear silence. That's what I hear. Hey, man, there's like a whole bunch of like, there were, maybe not anymore. There's a whole bunch of like four-wheelers and,
but they
and
don't go as fast as the bike, and the bike flies, literally.
yeah, but
And it
Tell you
makes
what,
good fried chicken.
Tell you what, I will build you your own bike if you would try to work better with Bobby and the rest of the team.
What have I done wrong?
You stole my bike, for one.
Okay, no. You said work better with the team. Stealing your bike is not a problem. I have never stolen it on a mission.
What about the casualties while we're on missions?
The what?
Casualties, property damage.
I don't know what you're talking about.
In Miami, wasn't that Ricochet?
No.
Thank you.
The trucks full of Freeze was not Ricochet. He wasn't with us.
Oh,
I can't help if a hose busted.
And how'd that hose bust?
Wait a minute. Oh, you roll it. I don't know.
Fine. Dice rolls.
You know.
Shut up.
You know. Wait, hold on. Did you make that hose break?
I looked at it. That's all I did.
Damn it, Kyle.
Look, I just
It's
want,
not like I lifted the truck and let it go. Whee!
That was an accident. That is not what I intended. Look, if
The
you
guy
want to
was
give me
spraying that stuff on the police cars.
clog the hose
It clogged.
and not explode.
I can't predict what my powers do.
Maybe that's why we need to train.
I ain't training with that asshole.
then who
I
would you
don't
like?
know. He might be a real nice guy, but I'm not
Whoa, 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 whoa. Are you real nice?
define nice.
That sounds like a no.
Yeah, that sounds like a real bad.
God,
My wife thinks I'm nice.
Only when you're gone.
I'll have to ask her when I see her again.
Yeah. How many months has it been?
What year is it?
Okay, exactly. Surprised she hasn't been.
Connor
Oh, wait a
steps to the
minute.
side and watches this interaction between the two of these. Somebody's being tested right now.
So you've been away from the house for years. I bet
Protecting
she's
this
got
country.
a boyfriend or girlfriend.
Maybe both. It's 2023.
That's true. Could be both. Hey, are you you're in a polyamorous relationship? That might be explain why she's still happy with you.
Polly, what?
Well, that answered that.
All right.
We're-
General Gruff. If you want to do teamwork exercises, tactical training, fine. I'll tag along, see what we can learn. But understand, I'm not a soldier. Kyle's not a soldier. I don't know this nice, presumably nice fella over here that just showed up today.
He doesn't even look like his balls dropped.
Okay, that'll be all that we need. If you can actually do useful things, we'll listen to you. And if not, if you're just here to insult and belittle and think that's motivation, it's not, and it really never has been. You had a bunch of people who desperately wanted to be part of the thing you were selling, and that's why they did the shit you told them to do because they wanted to be part of it. You were not motivational. You were scary to them because you represented some kind of authority. I don't work for you, so you're not an authority to me. I have no intention of ever working for you, so you will never be an authority to me. So if you want to pass on knowledge, which I assume you have because you're as old as you are and you've survived doing what you do, I assume you have some useful knowledge. And if you want to pass that along, I'll listen. First time you start yelling, I walk away.
Can you
And
handle that,
is
Gruff?
the deal.
What was that?
I say, can you handle that, Gruff?
I can handle that. And the yelling and screaming is called mental fortitude.
I believe
If you're out there in the shit and you can't keep your wits about you, you're good as dead.
I believe what
So without
the young man just said
physically
is you can keep that
attacking
to
you or
yourself.
shooting you, the next best thing is the yelling and the screaming.
Well,
First things first, before we get off this tangent, Gruff, these young people here, the ones that you're talking about, have not dropped their balls yet. They've definitely seen more combat than any of your trainees that come through the front door. I need you to teach them and help them grow in their abilities, not yell at them. This is not basic training. I need your hand-to-hand skills, your survival skills, to hone whatever they already know and teach what they don't know. Can you handle that?
So we're looking at SARS training.
I didn't ask for a name for it. I asked if you could handle it.
Yes. I'll drop them in this shit. And we'll
So,
make sure this.
new guy, you're all for this too?
Well, it depends on exactly what y'all have planned. I have actually been in training since I was 4, so
Dude, they have beat your ass since you were 4?
well, my mentor. Well, I mean,
Was an
I
asshole?
can't say he beat my ass, but yes, I was trained since I was 4. I mean, not military training,
What type of training?
arcane magic.
Oh,
Okay, okay. I guess I understand why you're here now.
They said y'all needed some help in that area.
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Also, and I will kind of like survey the room. We also need practical skills. Paramedics, emergency management. We need to know how to patch people up. We need to know how to get people out of bad situations, collapsing buildings, stuff like that.
Well, actually, that's the other reason I'm here is to limit your collateral damage to the infrastructure around here.
Well, limit is not negate. We
Well, actually, that's what I do, is I can reverse time. I can't do it for people, but I can sure do it to buildings.
What about undead?
I think it counts as people, Kyle. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think I can undo that. At least not yet. But I can go through an area of devastation and get the buildings back up.
we still need to be able to take care of the people that were in the buildings when it happened. If you can't,
Oh,
do
I would
people,
agree.
then- So we still
Which-
need paramedics, medics.
Yes. And Gruff should have that ability to and training. If not, then the Army system will fill in.
Yeah. Well, since we're skipping BMT, as he flips through, you see there's
Dale's BMT.
Marching and folding your underwear.
a 10-step training program in this. Step 1 was BMT, basic military training. Now, next section, it's going to go over special warfare, a lot of physical conditioning, running, swimming. Then they'll have PJ training for paratroopers, jumping out of helicopters or planes and parachuting.
Okay,
We
so
have-
I see where this is leading, and it's not leading in a good direction.
What kind of training are we wanting for them then?
Vanessa, will you escort Miss Smith to the other room, please?
Sure.
Okay.
I do have one question. You had mentioned negating our abilities for this type of training.
Yeah,
Hey,
I was thinking that maybe teaching you basic combat training would be beneficial, but as I'm listening to retired Major General Gruff here, I'm coming to the realization that that's not going to work for you.
why would I not want to use my powers if I'm fighting with my powers?
What if you run across somebody who negates those powers like your mother does? What if somebody attacks you when you're with your mother?
Run.
Okay, so what, you gonna run faster than your mom?
Well, I can run faster than my mom. Right, Mom?
She's not here.
Where is she?
I just
She
had
and Vanessa went to another room.
Oh, okay. I can run faster than my mom. But at the same time, I'll run right to them just to get away from mom so my powers work. But, the way things are going, I'm not going to be around my mom very much because we can't control this place.
So, like I said, your by the book method is not going to work for these kids.
Well, it's just general training on
And the fact that you have to
combat
flip
awareness.
through that book tells me that you're not the right man for the job.
I was just going over the outline of their training. That is what you wanted, right? So you know
I wanted
what I'll be training.
somebody who could. Well, let's just say I wanted somebody who would be able to take care of training these young people in a way to survive that didn't require them flipping through a book and getting notes out of it.
No, they wouldn't be reading this.
No, but you seem to need to step by step by the book training.
He'll slide the binder over there, and it just talks about a breakdown outline of SEER training, pararescue training, EMT training, combat medic training, scuba diving, basically training for whatever conditions that are
Okay,
out
and it's
there.
just an outline. It's not actually this is what you need to do.
Right.
Then my mistake. But just remember, these are not soldiers. These are still, they didn't sign up to be soldiers. They didn't technically sign up to do what's going on. Neither one of them asked for these
Then why are
abilities.
they here?
Where are they supposed to be? I mean,
You
they
have the
can't.
ability, you
they
have
can't
the
go to school.
responsibility.
They can't be around the normal public with abilities like they have. But they're still not signed up military individuals. So just teach them what you can teach them to help them survive. That's all I'm asking.
All right. Did everyone see that from Army?
Yeah, Army sent y'all a message because he's listening in.
That's a lot of letters.
That's right. You said you had that.
Yeah, it's
mercenary.
part of my new hit squad.
Who the hell is that, Arnie?
Oh. The only response you get,
How do you spell that?
I mean, it's spelt right there on the text. I mean,
My concern is
I didn't think it was a. I'm sorry, Gerald. Go ahead.
my question is, how do you say it?
Mana Kosi-
Omachenko. Omachenko.
Captain. That's how you say
Captain
it.
Omachenko. Chinko. Omachenko.
Oh my.
so
Oh,
yes,
but
if you would be so kind as to get their training started on what we've discussed. Bobby can assist with the hand-to-hand, and you can teach him what he may not already know. But you'll evaluate them, see what they know, and try to teach them beyond what they know. If you can't, then we have another person that's going to come in and take up where you can't continue from.
You know how Bobby teaches hand to hand, don't you? You try to hit him, and then he throws you over to a wall, and you hit it.
He's been doing differently as well. He knows his. Anyway,
Alrighty.
and Kyle,
Um,
you need to. I'm gonna just throw this out there to you, son. You need some control. If you can learn some control over your abilities, it'd be less detrimental.
I know how to control my abilities.
You just told us you couldn't, so which is it?
I mean, I can't control exactly what happens because it's a luck ability. It's luckily it worked.
luck is in our power.
It is
Sure.
an instant, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, Deadpool reference.
Yeah.
But
Well, let's move on to more pressing things that I've found out about.
Oh gosh.
Ricochet's family was abducted,
Of course.
but
That makes
not,
sense.
not from Ricochet.
How do you know?
I went and investigated the site. Four men dressed in black busted into the house, killed the ex-husband, took off with the kids and the wife, put them in a black panel van, drove off to a parking structure, and has since disappeared from there.
Well, it's hard to believe he has 3 friends. So yeah, that's not him.
Also, the last time he did anything that involved his family, he handled it personally, all on his own. So I believe somebody else has abducted his family and are using them against him.
Okay, so we need to find them first. And then we'll figure out who did that and hopefully figure out how they're using them to control the people that aren't here. We need to figure out how they're controlling them, if they're controlling them, who's being controlled, and what do we do about it.
Well, if nothing else, I'd like to get his family safe, whether or not
Yeah,
behind
that's
you.
step one.
Well, the only lead I have is a coffee shop and a incompetent detective on the case who writes it up to being a botched B&E.
Well,
So-
that's dumb.
If you would, I ask if you would like to assist in trying to find his family and get them someplace safe.
Yeah.
Volunteer now, and it may lead us to those who actually have Kitty as well.
Yeah, it's
Beauregard is a hound. If you have something with scent, he might be able to help you track from their last known location.
What if they teleport?
Well, then we'll be able to
why they
detect
need a
that too.
van?
What was that, Bobby?
How?
If they teleport, why'd they need a van?
To get to the teleport spot.
I will share the make and models of the vehicles that left the parking garage not long after the van went in.
So why don't you just teleport the dog there so you can find out? Since you got this new teleport power of yours.
Are you saying you don't wish to help?
Wait, hold on.
Right?
We're teleporting now?
He's got a new teleport power.
I have a device that I had the doc make for me.
He tells us to stay away from the dock. But no, he goes ask for the doc's help.
When did I say stay away from the dock?
Since we found out he fucked over Bobby.
The rat. Really, it was the rat.
Yeah.
I think actually what he said was the doc should stay away from us. But
Oh, okay. I didn't remember. I just knew that we weren't supposed to go around the dock anymore.
this doc was taking samples of your DNA doesn't mean anything.
right,
Exactly.
he's certainly not growing a weird chimera in his lab anywhere.
What?
and I'll give you an update.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
So if we're gonna go, let's go.
Oh, okay.
You tell Vanessa to take my mom home then?
No, I think she's going to stay here with your mother and debrief her on what's happened up to this point.
Oh, you mean like she's gonna remember any of it because Vanessa used that Men in Black thing on her?
Do you want to have this conversation with your mother again?
No, I don't.
So then I will make sure Vanessa doesn't wipe her memory. I brought her here for a reason. She needs to know. Not to mention, I really shouldn't tell you this. Your father's not dead.
Huh? Which father?
The one who...
I know my dad's not dead. She just talked to him.
Jesus Christ. Your biological father.
Oh, whoever the fuck he is. Really don't care. These are my parents.
Okay. The reason why I want you to take to heart the training that I'm asking you to use is because I know what happened to your mother.
Let me put it like this. 1, don't want to know. 2, you keep saying training. I keep telling you, there's nothing that you can train me with that's going to help those luck powers.
Nothing I can train you with is going to help your luck powers. What about your other abilities?
They're all tied to my luck powers.
There may be ways to help train.
Okay, are we going after people to save them, or are we going to go train? Because right
No,
now,
no.
we've never had the time to go train.
I believe there's a little bit of both, but what I am saying, your ability to affect reality is not unlike magic. It can be trained.
Uh-huh. Okay, I'll do training to affect reality. But are we going after Connor's Ricochet and his family so we can get Ricochet and
Army, do we have a jet ready? We have something.
Yes.
Okay. So yes, if you want to suit up in civilian clothes, grab your suit to come with. Get the helicopter, the airplane, or the jet, or whatever, and we'll head there.
Do you know how long it takes me to get in my suit?
No, I have not paid much attention to that.
The baby powder alone takes about 20 minutes.
Okay.
So, can I just wear it and just be invisible the whole time?
Sure.
I mean, I can't go around like Bobby who just wears it all the time.
No, not like that. We need to. This is why we need like a different kind of training because firefighters can suit up in a big heavy suit in like seconds. It can be done. We'll work on that.
Look, this stuff's skin tight. Our army
We
made
can
this
work
stuff
on
look
that
good.
too.
That's the reason why I have to use the baby powder.
I think we need a different suit. I think you need maybe a size up.
Well, I have been growing some.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Army, did you make Kyle a skin tight suit?
No, it's a nano suit. It adjusts. It can actually build itself onto him. He just never uses the app.
Connor just kind of shakes his head and puts his hands on his forehead.
Yeah, that needs to be a feature.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. So,
Arnie, you mean I've been using all that baby powder for nothing?
Baby powder budget's through the roof.
Your
I mean,
emotional
stiff
levels went
salt.
up during those times. I just thought you were enjoying it.
Hell, I mean, no, I wasn't enjoying it. It was tough to get on. I poured like a whole bottle of baby powder every time I got in that suit.
So, what I'm hearing is apparently you need training in how to put on your suit as well as everything else. Got it.
Wait a minute. And the suit pops on me. Well, shit. That's cool.
Maybe you should have read the instructions when it came with it.
No one ever reads the instructions.
Thank you. You're a man. You don't read them either.
So, none of you have read the service agreements.
Oh,
There's a service agreement?
it's the thing you scroll to the end and click accept. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've
Well, we
even,
didn't get one for these.
I don't think I've even opened the app.
Well, you always seem to be in that white shirt and yellow white over shirt. Yeah. I was just
That's my
wondering if
thing.
you were just never changing clothes, or you just had a whole row. Of
I have 11 yellow T-shirts.
10.
One for each day of the week.
10 now.
Yeah, because the other one's got a hole in it.
No, it's one to work out in, one to wear after the working out.
Yeah.
Because he sweats like a damn pig when he wears out.
So, I'm
not-
going to make my way to the fucking jet and wait on them to finally get to it so we can head back
Okay,
over
so
there.
I'm scrolling through the terms and agreements.
Okay.
Come on, let's
Vanessa
go.
will ask you about the meeting later tonight
Is it
with
me?
the gang meeting. If y'all were going to attend that or not.
Yes, we
that,
should be back. I mean, the jet's fast enough. We should be back in time, right?
Yeah. Okay.
You mean the trap? Yeah, I understand.
Or the
Yeah.
fact we get there, we find out where they go, we have to go and save them, and we don't get back in time. I mean, that would never happen.
No, we got a teleporty thing now. We can be wherever the fuck we need to be.
Well, yeah, he carried me and my
I
mom
can
in
only
his
carry
bike,
so
so
much.
he can carry you and me.
Been
Oh, and the new guy.
All right.
Look, I know it's the man's sin, but sometimes you got to make 2 trips.
Wouldn't it be 4 trips?
How much can you carry each time?
I have no
I can
idea.
carry 800 pounds.
Yeah, so that's me and like probably 2 other people.
Well, if you count me, I'm only like, I mean, I don't know how much the suit weighs, so I don't know if I'm over that 150-pound mark.
You probably
And-
are with all the baby powder you stuffed inside it.
Well, no, once I did that, all the baby powder fell out. When I used the app.
Vanessa, will you please debrief Miss Smith with what's going on with her son, as well as
Okay.
whatever information we have on what happened with their parents? Granted, apparently, young Kyle here doesn't care what happened to his biological parents,
Alrighty.
and I will.
You
let-
mean my uncle and my aunt? Or, excuse me. Yeah, my uncle and my aunt, because these are my parents. God.
Like I said, if you would be so kind as to handle that.
Alrighty.
And I guess help Gruff get himself situated before we get back. Army, you with us on this one, or are you staying behind?
I have to stay here and continue working.
Is there anything you need us to do? Anything you
Nope.
need us to bring back?
Yeah, you want
Nope.
to pick anything up for you?
Nope,
Remember, there's no butler to bring you food.
I don't eat.
No.
Is Radigan up and around yet?
He's. Go
I
ahead.
think Dr. Baxter is working on him.
Oh my God, he's going to come out he's going to come out like Bobby when he comes back out.
Hell yeah.
Master Shredder on steroids? No, Master Splinter on steroids.
Who's Master Splinter?
Ninja
Is
Turtles, man.
this Kyle saying this, or is this Scott saying this?
This is Kyle saying it.
I figured.
I don't know because every time I say Superman or stuff, y'all give me that look of going, "We ain't in that world." So same thing with y'all when it came to
I got you. Comics are comics.
comics or comics. Then Mom knows all about what's going on because I've made her watch the X-Men shows.
Hence why she said, your imagination and all that.
Mhm.
So
So let's
head
let's
down
get out
towards
here.
this coffee shop.
Now, do we want to go straight to find the mom and the kids, or do we want to investigate?
Well, we're going to need to investigate because we can't go straight to the kids. Well, wait a minute. Maybe we can with your hound. How good is your hound?
It has a very good nose. So, I mean, if we have something that he can get a scent from, he can track it up 10 miles. I think it's 10 miles away.
All right.
Wow.
So we will
I better not
guess, fly
fart
that
in here.
direction.
Okay. So you're flying back down to what was
Texas.
that? Hollet, Texas. All right. Fly in, you land. Where would you like to head?
We're going to head to the coffee shop and sit outside since we have a dog with us.
Okay.
On our way to said coffee shop, I will pull out that piece of tactical gear I found in the door hinge and hand it to Hawk.
Okay.
Waitress comes over. It's like, yes, gentlemen, what can I get y'all to drink?
I'll just take a black coffee.
Black coffee, and the rest of you?
I want a white slider with triple shot of espresso, cream, and low fat milk steamed.
Right. I suggest you go next town and go to Starbucks for that. Would you like caffeinated or decaf? And do you want creamer?
Yes. Caffeinated cream.
All right.
You got donuts?
Yes, we have some donuts.
Can I get some donuts, please?
What kind would you like? Glaze? Chocolate?
Just bring a little bit of all of it.
Eclairs? A little bit of all? All right.
They're teenagers. I'm sure they'll eat all of them.
And you, sir?
Chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk? Okay.
Hey, I'm with him on that.
So 2 chocolate milks, black coffee, and coffee with cream, and a sort of donuts. Be right back.
Thank you.
No, never mind.
Hawk takes whatever it is and let Beauregard sniff. Yeah, it's 10 miles or 10 kilometers. Excuse me, 10 kilometers.
Okay.
And his sniffer is accurate and analytic and tracking.
Okay. But it can only track up to 10 miles, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. He seems to have picked up a scent. He's looking at Hawk like, "You ready to go?"
Yep.
No, we needed coffee first.
You staying for your coffee and donuts first, or?
We'll wait till the coffee comes out. Yes. So it's not
Yeah,
suspicious.
okay,
in
we'll
this
wait.
compound.
Yeah, if we can wait for just a minute for our.
Yeah, it only takes about 5-10 minutes to get the cups of coffee and chocolate milk and donuts. She brings it out and she lets down a check for y'all. Is there anything else?
Oh no,
No,
thank you.
man.
Okay. Just take this up to the register when y'all ready to pay. Thank you.
Pull out a 15, lay it on the table, and walk off.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thanks, lady.
You're welcome. Y'all have a great, wonderful day.
All right, lead the way, Hawk.
Okay.
Here, Bobby. Pick one.
We
So the hound starts sniffing around.
Here you go. I give him a glazed
As
donut.
you're making your way through, you come to a familiar neighborhood there, Dan.
Okay.
As you see that he's tracked the scent up to Scott's house, the family house.
Yep. Is that where it stops?
He'll stop for a moment. He'll look up. Are y'all wanting to go in, or do you
No,
want
we're
to
gonna
go
head
to-
in. We've already been inside. I've already been inside.
Okay.
Get him something from the family. Get him something from the kids or the
I will
mom.
pull out of my bag the teddy bear.
okay.
Okay. Um.
As
Beauregard and I have a telepathic link, so
as they're standing there, though, I do get out a glazed donut and give it to the dog.
oh,
Doug tears into it.
you're gonna regret that later.
Nope. You might.
No, it's gonna stink up the whole plane.
And Basset Hound sits down and looks up at Kyle.
Yep, he's gonna want more now.
Hand him another.
No, please! Gas! It gives him horrible gas!
How do you give him the chocolate one? I thought that
No,
was
no.
like
He's not
Chocolate
a
ones would kill
normal
them.
Basset Hound.
right. That's what I remember. Okay.
But apparently the glazed ones give them gas.
Well, no, power gives him gas.
Oh, he's got that gluten thing.
Well, yeah, kind of.
I'm sorry. What's his name?
Beauregard.
Yo, Bo. I'm sorry, man.
Kind of like jumps up, puts his front paws on your legs.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Nope. No more.
he'll lick
Your
you.
daddy said no.
He'll lick you, and there's kind of a sulfurous smell to his breath.
Ew. Okay. Go find whatever else you're supposed to find. Bo.
I give him the toy, the teddy bear.
And from here, I will track them back. We'll go back to the parking garage and start from there. I was hoping we'd be able to track one of the people from the coffee shop to wherever else.
Yeah. Well, he was following the trail. Okay. With the bear, he does end up tracking it back to the parking garage, to where the van used to be, which seems to have been towed away by now.
Okay.
And that, for the bear, that's where it's at. As for scent of the child, is there a role he needs to do or anything like that, or is it
Well,
just...
I can give you his perception. I've not transmogrified his character over.
Okay.
So his perception is plus 15.
All right, just roll d20. Okay.
And actually, yes, forward, he is a Hell Basset Hound.
The sulfur breath really sells it.
Yeah, 29.
Okay. He picks up the scent and he starts running out of the parking garage and heads to the left. As it goes out of town, this probably take you, I'd say, good 2 hours if y'all are walking.
Well, after about 10 minutes, I start complaining.
Okay. So shortly after you left the coffee shop.
after we got to the house, and then we started going. I'm going. Come on, guys, can we get a car?
Did we lose Dan or?
No, I'm here.
Okay, I just noticed the camera moved on me.
Yeah, I moved. Shouldn't have moved.
On Zoom.
Oh, okay. No, I was eating the remaining crumbs out of the bottom of the bag, and I wasn't going to hold the bag up while the camera was on.
Okay. But 2 hours out, you find an abandoned sedan. As you're looking across there, you do notice tread marks, skid marks in the soft ground that are approximately 6 feet apart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is there anything in the sedan?
There's the back of the trunk. You do notice a little bit of blood. No, you don't notice a little bit of
Well, I mean, I
blood.
might notice the blood, but I'm not going to notice anything else.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about it on that. Now I'll let you roll another. I'll let you roll an insight.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm no good at those either.
All right. I'll give this to you since you're former military. You realize those skid marks are from a helicopter that landed?
Oh, okay. Skid marks, not. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, this is as far as we can go. At least they didn't teleport.
No, at least they didn't teleport.
So,
Like-
is there like an airport or anything around here that might have some kind of radar on them?
Should have some sort of flight control. Because, I mean, unless it's a stealth helicopter that's going to show up.
There is a local airfield where a lot of Cessnas fly out of.
Alright, and there are no CCTVs or anything like that within the area.
No, you're out in the middle of an open
I
field.
figured as much.
But Dyson does have access to satellite surveillance. They may have caught some.
It's
Well,
possible.
we can call that in and have them check it, but I mean, as far as that's concerned, I can't. Your dog's not going to be able to do very far, but thank you for getting this far.
Well, we now know that it was a helicopter.
Did anyone else want to do an investigation around there?
Sure. I will do an investigation since we can.
Good.
Dude knows what the hell's going on.
Yeah,
As
dude's good at these things.
you're standing there, you drop a little bit of your donut, you go pick up, and you notice you're stepping on a card. And on this card has a phone number and a name, which is a Dr. Avil.
Jesus Christ.
He literally
Connor.
dropped a card.
Connor.
And
Connor.
on the back, it talks about got a longitude and a latitude coordinates on the back.
What'd you
Connor.
find? Yeah, what you got?
Here. Someone's telling us where to go.
Alrighty then.
There's a telephone number on it. You can give them a call.
I will pull out my phone and I will dial the number.
I step away from them because I'm afraid that, with doing the call, they might, shoot something at them.
Okay. The phone just rings and rings. No one
I
seems to
will
answer.
I will hang up,
Okay.
and I will call um, a DISA hotline.
Okay.
Anybody answer?
Yes. Phone answers.
Yeah, I need the last number dialed out. The number prior to this one, of course, that was dialed out, traced.
Already.
I,
You relay
I relay
the
the.
number.
I don't have to. Well, I mean, I can relay the number, but I can also have. Yeah, just give them the phone number, because nobody picked up on the other end, so it's not going to actually trace the exact location.
I call Arnie. Hey, Arnie.
After a few minutes, yes, Mr. Army is unavailable. May I take your message?
I need one of the AI's help.
Well, would you need, Kyle?
Uh, need all the information on a doctor, blankety blank, telephone number, longitude,
Dr.
latitude.
Avil?
Yeah.
Kyle, Dr.
That-
Avil was the one who Baxter worked for. She's the
Yes,
doctor.
and is the one who injected Army with different things and created his consciousness.
Well, maybe this is where she's at with this longitude, latitude thing.
Well, why don't you?
Is it in? Hold on. I have it somewhere in here. I need to make this better
Hey,
search.
Bobby, would you mind typing this into your phone?
Which part?
The coordinates. Go to your Google
it
Map thing or whatever it is.
Hyperborea.
Yeah.
Is it Hyperborea, Marcus?
What's that?
Is it
Hi, Brazil.
Hyperzil?
Oh, hi,
Thank
Brazil.
you.
No. The coordinates come up to just outside of Boca Chica, which is a small little island on the east coast side of southern Texas, near the Mexican border.
Boca what?
Chica.
Boca Chica. BOCACHICA. Which is about southeast of Port Isabella.
How far from us is that?
More than 10 miles.
Yes. Let's see. Where's San Antonio? Where the fuck is San Antonio? Oh, fuck. Didn't realize San Antonio not that far up. We're looking at a good. Directions.
But it's pretty much straight south.
Yeah. 298 miles. It's the shortest distance.
Do we have a cloak device on that plane or jet we're using?
What?
Which
Like a
one are
cloaking
you
device?
using? Are you doing the liner or are you doing
The smaller one. Not the big one.
Okay, yes, the smaller one. That does have a cloaking device, yes.
Okay. So, unless there's any objections, we go check out that coordinates.
Yeah, let's go.
Can we get DISA to do a satellite survey on that location?
You sure can. As you guys are in mid-flight, you get notification back from DISA.
the number that you had him trace is pinging at that location in Boca Chica. Satellite images does show a helicopter, and there appears to be a body that is noticeable out in the swamped areas from the satellite images.
Okay. Any idea how many in the compound?
It's not a compound. It's a open piece of field where there's a helicopter and a body laying out in the field.
Okay. This just gets better and better. So we will head that direction and investigate the site.
Okay. As you land, as you approach the helicopter, you notice that the pilot is kind of hunched over in the seat. There is one gentleman that's laying out in the field, and there are two others that seem to be probably good 100 yards away from the helicopter running back towards inland.
All right. Wounds?
Yes. They seem to have bullet wounds and they have perished. They're dead.
Okay, so they seem to have been executed.
Yes.
Are they wearing any kind of uniform?
They are. You do see a couple bags there. They're wearing normal clothes right now, but in the bags you do see black tactical outfits.
So these were the people that home invaded.
Right. These are the ones who abducted the family members. And apparently their use is all used up, and of course, you know, dead men tell no tales, right? Any other signs or nothing nearby?
It's been a week, so a lot of the evidence would have been washed up unless y'all have some kind of superpower to maybe
Unfortunately, Army's not with us, so that
turn
power
back
is not here.
time, or
We don't have psychometry to use. Then again, Hawk, do you have anything that could help us out with this?
Well, I don't have psychometry as an ability. I can create a ritual that would tell me something, but we don't have the time if you have a meeting to get back to.
All right.
well, how long is the ritual?
The ritual it won't take long to come up with it. Psychometry, I want to say I'm not on that. I didn't open up my book.
Okay.
So either way, this doesn't look like we're gonna be able to get.
Well, because right about now it's about 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and that meeting is happening at 11 o'clock tonight. So
Okay.
you got about 9 hours.
Okay. Let me see. I might be able to do it in that time period then.
Is there anything else y'all want to do around this helicopter or anything
Just
like
checking the bodies themselves for any kind of identification.
that? All right. You want to give me investigation?
Sure.
Post cognition is 4 ranks of senses, so that's 4 points.
Yep.
Yep, that's fine. Connor is not the investigative type. He's trying, but he is apparently not the investigative type.
You know they're 4 males.
Yeah, faces.
Yeah.
Snap a picture of all their faces.
2 nose, or 1 nose, 2 eyes, 2 ears.
2 noses. Okay, yeah, definitely something wrong there.
It's an identifying feature.
I'm going to, like I said, snap a picture of each one of their faces and upload it to send to either one of Army's AIs to do a facial recognition to figure out who they are. Since my investigation is like, yeah, there's nothing in their pockets. I'll just take a picture of them.
Okay.
Also, I'll write down the tail number of the helicopter.
Okay.
You can't find a tail number. It seems to have been wiped clean.
Okay.
I need 12 hours to do the research, so I cannot get it done today.
Okay.
This is something maybe for someone who has a character a little smarter than Bobby. But do they have any kind of like telemetry or transponders, anything like that in the helicopter that tells people who they are, tells air traffic control who they are?
There is a transponder. Aircraft has one. If you want to,
So every aircraft has one unless someone intentionally takes it out.
What about the black box?
there's. Does a helicopter? I assume a helicopter has a black box.
All aircraft have what's called a black box, even though it's not black.
It's usually orange because it's high visibility.
Yep.
And they can
Yep.
find it when everything explodes.
Y'all doing your investigation. Kyle hasn't come near the helicopter after seeing that one of the persons like hunched over. So there's dead bodies over there. He's not going near it.
Yeah. Quite understandable.
He keeps on trying to get Sinclair's dog to come over to him.
Okay. I'm using my aura reading. Do there happen to be any ghosts of these men standing around?
Give me a D100 roll. Do you match
A what?
a D100 roll?
Okay.
Roll under 50, then yes. No ghost.
Okay.
You get a call back. The 4 men are identified as Jack Cox, Benjamin Reynolds, Ewan Miller, Josh Jackson. They all seem to come back with criminal records. A lot of assault with deadly weapons, grand theft.
So just small time thugs, right?
Yes.
And I got Cox, Jackson. Who are the other two?
Ewan Miller and Benjamin Reynolds. Did anyone else do an investigation?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up Hawk's character sheet again because I accidentally closed it.
I'll
Okay.
give it a go. I'd put a point in that.
All right.
I will carry the black box back towards our jet or whatever.
Okay.
11.
Yeah, because I want to see if any of the people that may have stashed something in anticipation of being betrayed.
What are you doing?
Just give me a moment. Character sheets take so
Very sensitive about his thin, sickly appearance. Oh.
Go lay down. Get your hammer. Good. Get your hammer.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to pull that up because I used It was stuck.
Go get your hammer.
Okay. Um, and of course,
Let's see if Huck comes up with anything. Or
Jesus.
okay, yes. Between the both of you, you notice on each of their necks there seems to be about 2-inch square area of skin removal. With Huck, he looks a little bit deeper and he does see a residual outline of what looks to be a rose. But they all seem to have the same location on the neck with that cut out.
Okay.
and so there was a rose tattoo there.
Yes.
Small time thugs, but they were actually a part of the whatever the Black Rose Syndicate or whatever it's called.
Yeah. I wonder if the syndicate would be happy that their people are being offed for no good reason.
Well, it does tell me, it gives me more information to the fact that his family was taken. So there's a chance that Ricochet is doing this against his own free will. Alright, let's make our way back. We got that meeting to go to. Maybe that'll shed some light on some things.
And what is this meeting about?
Oh yeah, that's right. You're the new guy. Local gang called the Ash Cats have been fighting what you call a gang war with the Black Rose Syndicate for some time, and apparently all the local gangs are being pulled together for a meeting. So we're going to join said meeting to see what it's all about and probably determine whether it's a trap or what it is. We don't know what it is.
I see.
And seeing as how
And-
we technically
yes.
run one of the local gangs now, we can go to it.
I see.
So we'll fly back.
Okay. By the time y'all get back, you have about 4 hours. Is there anything y'all want to do prior to go to the meeting?
I'm going to take a few capsules that Army has got laying around, and I'm going to turn them into using the app, different versions of Harley Davidsons.
Okay.
Should be 5, because we'll make sure Overwatch is with us.
Okay.
So 5 Harley Davidsons, and that won't take very long. So while everybody else is prepping, I'll start working on a motorcycle for Kyle.
Okay.
The app doesn't allow us to give abilities to the vehicles, does it?
No. They're all baseline vehicles.
All right. So is there a way to work off the baseline vehicle and make it more solid to where it doesn't?
Well, you have access to the base's cornucopia machine, which will produce whatever parts you need.
Okay. Then I will use that to start making a different version of a motorcycle for Kyle. Because I told him I would.
Slower with a lot more safety features.
It has baby wheels.
I might actually put training wheels on it just for the hell of it.
Good.
No, I'm teasing.
Kyle goes finds his mom. Is she still in the base?
Yeah, she's still on the base, and her and Vanessa are gossiping like they're old time pals from book club and talk about different books and all this other jazz.
I go, hey mom, we're back from whatever place we just went through. Give her a kiss and go, I'm gonna go take a nap.
Okay, honey.
They woke me up way too early this morning.
All right. Well, we'll be having dinner here, so I'll make sure to wake you up for it.
Icky dicky.
So are you going to tell us that we're going to be on motorcycles before we get to the garage?
Probably not, because
Okay.
he probably been engulfed in working on Kyle's. But if anybody come in the garage, I would have said something to him.
Okay. It would be toward the close to the time. So
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, we're going in as a motorcycle gang that we have acquired over the last few days.
okay. Any pointers you could give to somebody that has never ridden on a motorcycle?
You ever ridden on a bicycle?
Uh, I should explain. I can only walk thanks to my brain and move thanks to it. I've never ridden a bicycle.
Okay. Then I have no idea how to tell you how to ride a motorcycle then.
Well, if need be, I can create the illusion that I am riding a motorcycle.
But what would you be riding?
I'm flying.
Oh, you can fly.
Yes.
Well, if you want to make it look like you're riding that one, he points to one of the ones against the wall. Then by all means.
Okay.
And when this is all said and done, if you want to learn how to ride one, let me know.
Thank you. Probably be useful.
Now, the cornucopia will pop out parts, complete parts.
Yeah. Huh?
That'll pop out just complete parts.
Yeah. I mean, it can't make things. It can't give you the engine,
But
it can give you all the components for the engine.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
So, probably, if it's doing that, and they're clean parts and they all fit, I've probably got most of the engine put together already in a framework.
Mm-hmm.
Just the fuel tank's not on it yet, the seat's not on it yet. But he's working from the center on out. Probably putting on a pipe or two as you come in, talking to him.
Yes, but if you can teach me, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, when this is all said and done, I'll teach you. Or you can hook up with Kyle. Apparently, he's learned real fast how to ride one.
I might try that as well.
You just don't.
Except it seems like his luck abilities help him a great deal.
Possibly. Just don't use mine. It goes way too fast to be learning on.
Oh.
Without luck powers, apparently.
Yes.
So when Kyle comes down, which I'm assuming is probably an hour before our meet time.
Yeah.
I am putting a double tank on, and a wide single seat, I suppose, with I haven't put like backs for a girl to sit on the bike with you.
Mm-hmm.
And the wheels are on. So it looks like the bike's almost completely put together.
Wow, cool. Do I get to paint it?
He takes the tank off and hands it to you. paint booth's right over there.
Okay. Was this made by the Nanos?
It's whatever Army's machine is over there. I can't
Oh, cool.
explain it to you.
And you see this big, huge dragon with fire coming off of it. And as you're working, as it started working, you see it also continues down on the exhaust and everything. And so it looks like a big dragon with fiery breath coming out of it if you look at the front. And on the sides, you can see the dragon and the pieces of it.
So there it is. As of right now, it's got a speed of 10.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what points you can spend on it, but
I don't have just have the points that we have from last time. So
yeah, I couldn't
And
tell
then
you
what we
exactly
get from
how many
this time.
points it costs just for the motorcycle. It's 16 powers is what I have on it total, which
Mhm.
is 4 points for the invisibility concealment, so it can be invisible to sight, and then of course the illusion, which allows it to go from the tactical motorcycle that I have to like a Harley Davidson look. Speed and flight. I don't know how much of those abilities you're wanting on yours, but
yeah.
so that ends up being 20 EP points. So that's what? That's 5 points per point, right? 5 EPs per power
Each
point.
point. Yeah.
So you're looking at 4 power points for just the basic motorcycle.
Almost there.
Yeah, so it's still being worked on.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, are you guys, everybody ready?
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead and pop up your illusion. Vanessa's coming with us, so she can take one of the bikes that I have sitting over there.
Okay.
And we'll
Y'all-
ride out to the bar first.
On the bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Meet up with the rest of the gang, and then head off to this whatever this meeting is.
Okay. If I could have y'all place yourselves down here at the bottom.
Sure. Once I find my character again.
I think I'm gonna have to head out. I'm not feeling too hot at the moment.
Okay. Well, I'm about to wrap it up.
Okay.
Uh,
So perfect.
Yeah. As you enter in, you hear this woman here talking about uniting the gangs to be all powerful. As she's giving this speech, her folks here end up dropping dead. As you see several out of the shadows. Oh, why aren't they doing this? Damn it. Hold on. Let me just.
Wait, this woman died?
No. Her. The Black Rose Enforcers and Black Rose Masters. They all died. Why
Okay.
aren't- Let me reset this real quick.
The Ash Cats weren't supposed to be here.
He showed up just to see what was going on. Her buddy pal, their Negasonic, Negawatt.
Negawatt, yeah.
Yeah, I forget. Kind of want to hear him out. So yeah, there. Did that show?
I don't see
I don't
anything
see
still.
anything.
Are you on
Nothing showed you.
what layer are you on?
I'm on objects and tokens. Oh, let me clear that out. Save changes. There we go.
Atmosphere.
You
huh?
see that person step out.
Okay.
You see
Go up in
this
between us.
this woman step out.
Miss Magnetic.
You see that, save that. See this person step out.
Mega Man.
These are Josh's creations.
Oh.
You see her step out, as well
Shit.
as this lovely fella.
Yep.
Evil Ricochet.
As they come stepping out of the shadows, Evil Ricochet comes up. Your services are no longer needed. If you wish to stay, then death is what you choose.
Mark, you're tearing the hell out of that door. You door through?
Anyways, with that said and done, we'll go ahead and call it a night.
Okay.
Alright, so if you want to see what happens next, join us next Thursday for some more With Power Comes, and where we beat the shit out of all these people. Kyle kills his sister, we knock out Ricochet and take him back home for some deprogramming. Or however it's going to turn out. Of course, you can't wait till next Thursday to get your tabletop fixed. You can join us tomorrow night for some Consequences of Chaos, 5th edition D&D. Sunday, we're going to be back at the Dragon's Table with some more Rebel Yell. Wednesday, we'll be back for some Torganized play. So, remember, we're in this adventure called Life Together, so please keep that golden rule in mind. Treat those around you the way you'd like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good week.